Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Let's Talk. It's your boy Faplin here. How you guys doing today? Today's guest is going to be somewhat of a stranger to me. We never really talked in person. We only really talked on Facebook, but we went to the same school. So there's that connection. And she seems pretty chill. I mean, we talked a lot about YouTube last night, and we talked about bringing her on. So, her at name in the title is at EGM, and we're gonna bring her on right now.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
hey, welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. We were just doing a lot of driving earlier today, so I'm a little pooped out.
Oh, I hate driving.
Right. So this is Emmy. Everyone say hello. There's no one quite in here yet. Oh, hey, Warrior Wells, how you doing? So we got a few people in here right now. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
So, my name is Emily, obviously. I don't know. I'm vegan. That's something. Just everybody needs to know. I don't know.
I gotta pull up that clip of Filthy Frank. Hey,
Yes.
buddy, I'm vegan. I'm
I am.
vegan. It's time to stop. All right, I'm done. So, were you like vegan all through like high school, or where was that something new that you picked up?
I started, well, I've been vegan roughly 5 years, so yeah, I kind of, well, it began when end of my freshman year, I'd say. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think
So it's
I
been
was.
a while.
I think I might have been still attending when you were a freshman. You're a class of 17, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh yeah, I was still there. You probably didn't notice me though.
I don't think so. I didn't really notice anyone, so
Right.
I was stuck in my scene kid mind, so
You're
it's
still
okay.
you're still in your scene kid mind, low key though. Don't even
Yeah.
lie.
It never was a phase. It's just part of my lifestyle, you know?
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
So,
just be honest about it.
I own my scene kidness.
So, is there like a particular reason why, or is there like health? Is it for the health benefits, or is it because you've seen like Food Inc. and you decided nah, this isn't okay?
That I'm seen or that I'm vegan?
Vegan. We're gonna talk about you being seen later.
Perfect. Can't wait. Alright. Well, I guess it kind of, to give you sort of a background story, I've always been compassionate about animals. I was born in Tennessee, raised up in Kentucky, so I was born on a farm, lived, breathed, horses, cows, pigs, chickens, the whole 9 yards.
You would have fit
So-
in right in. You would have fit right in Homestead then.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I have always been compassionate about animals. Moving on to like my freshman year, I also was in the veterinary academy, so that kind of drew me more to animals, just to show you. I was beginning to get sick a lot, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, what's happening here? So I went to the doctor, and he gave me a big talk about how I'm allergic to dairy, and I thought my world was ending. I was like, I want my little Debbies, and I can't have them anymore. So,
That's a shame.
yeah.
That's honestly terrible. I'm sorry. I'm
know,
sorry that happened.
I literally thought that my world was ending. Like, it's over, I'm done, I'm dead. Yeah, so I sat down and I had a lot of thinking to do. I didn't really listen to my doctor, still continued to get sick. It was sort of a transition that I made on my own. At this point, I was already vegetarian for like a a couple months. My mom has been vegetarian for 12 years, so I didn't really get super, like, the judgment that a lot of people would get. Like, oh my God, you're gonna die and everything. My mom sort of got it. So, fast forwarding, I began to do a lot of research on veganism. I was like, what is this? You know, like, this is crazy. This is wild. So I got a bunch of books. I read it all, watched YouTube videos, watched documentaries, cried my eyes out. I was.
Whenever you start to miss meat, just put on Food Inc. and you'll be fine.
Oh my God.
At least you're cool. At least you're like a cool vegan, not like Vegan Gains. I don't know if you watched him before.
Yeah, he's a little extreme. I just basically put a lot of research into it, and I woke up one day and I was like, Mom, I'm going vegan. And she's like, you're gonna die. You need your protein. You need everything. You're not gonna do it. And it sort of was like a competition with myself to say, hey, you can do this. This is not that hard. And at that point in my life, veganism to me, like starting out, I just wanted to get a control of my life or have something to be very passionate about. And I felt like me loving animals and me continuing to eat animals and animal byproduct was not a very good mix. I couldn't go around saying that I love cows and, still continue to eat them.
You would get along with my girlfriend Teresa. She's actually getting into being a vet herself. She was looking at some college programs up here earlier today. So basically, you two are best friends now.
Yes.
Like watching all the same YouTubers, same love for animals, same kind of career path. I don't know if you're going on with being a vet though.
I sort of changed my views a little bit with the veterinary field. If I do continue to go into that, I'm more on saving animals and rescuing them than I am like going into that sort of field, because a lot of things are corrupt right now, including America. But I just think that there's...
It was never not corrupt, to be honest.
It was never great in the first place. So how can you make it great again?
Hey, this isn't a politics channel, all right?
Oh God.
Save it for the Philip DeFranco show.
I will. That's next week.
You beautiful bastards.
Oh God.
Save it for Onision's politics channel.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
You don't like Onision either?
I like him. I don't know.
Even though he fat shamed Shane Dawson and he's just all around a jerk.
My heart goes to Shane Dawson, so I'm just like, I don't even want to look at him. Onision, so.
For the longest time, and Teresa used to roast me for this, I thought they were the same person.
Oh my God. Really?
Yes, they look similar to me. It's just Onision needs like a 5 o'clock stubble, and it'd be a mirror image. I promise.
They're two very different people. I mean, some of their earlier videos, some of Shane's earlier videos were like very violent compared to now, and Onision is like very violent, extremely violent. So I guess similarities like that, but no, they're two different people.
Yeah, I see it in their content that they're very different, but this face wise, kind of don't see it like that. But I'm glad that the life choice that you made is working out for you. A lot of people are very uncomfortable with vegans, but I think it's the bad rap that they get, from like Tumblr and all those other places that just shove beliefs down your throats. But like, honestly, it's your body, it's your diet. Who the hell says, hey, you have to eat meat? Like, The fuck? No.
Exactly. And like I tell a lot of people who are trying to go vegan or they question me about being vegan, I just tell you to do you. Try what makes you happy and what you think you can do, because you can do anything if you set your mind to it. But, you know, like, veganism, let's face it, isn't for everyone. As much as, you know, hardcore vegans want to say that this is how we're going to save the world and how we're going to make everything peaceful, it's not, if we're being realistic. You know, like, that's not going to be the definition of world peace is veganism. So there's no use really shoving it down people's throats. But,
right.
It's worth a shot. And if it doesn't work out, try something new. If that doesn't work out, you know, just be yourself. And I think that, especially now with a lot of these Tumblr vegans and using it as a title, you know, quote unquote, but with their little baby bangs like me and
baby bangs, bye, I'm out.
Yeah. The scene kids turned alternative, and you know, they're all like, I'm vegan straight edge now, and I'm like, all right, you're giving us vegans a bad name, because now everyone thinks it's just like a wearable trend, you know. But
you know, like being non-binary.
Oh God.
All right, no, we're not gonna get into that though. I do have to tell you one thing. This is really bugging me. You do not sound how you look. I was expecting something a little bit more, you know, higher pitched. But then again, I shouldn't have, because I've seen you talk on your Instagram stories before. I'm like, why am I thinking this? Like, I don't know. I know I'm not. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like.
No, I mean, definitely. I think that I did have a higher voice back then, but I've sort of let my.
You're not 14 anymore, so.
Kind of, yeah. I've kind of let my voice kind of flow out.
Right.
If that makes sense.
So are you a Fallout Boy scene, Asking Alexandria scene, or are you like a ultra hardcore death metal scene?
Oh God, I guess I'm somewhere in between. I don't know. I don't really like any of those bands.
Not even Fall Out Boy? Fall Out Boy has bangers.
I mean, Fall Out Boy is good, but I judge a band a lot by how they sound live, and Fall Out Boy sucks live. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You should do not say that out loud up here, because
I know.
My friends that are obsessed with Fall Out Boy will tear you apart.
They will. I mean, I'm a Paramore fan, so, I mean, I guess that's a good side of it. They went on tour together.
They're okay. I mean, I'm not really into Paramore's new stuff. I mean, don't even hear Paramore's new stuff. I think the last record that I heard from them was that song that they played on the radio like all in 2014. Still into you, yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah. They have my heart.
I like the album Riot, but I think everyone does, so.
Yeah. You're into the scene kid Paramore, you know?
Because the scene, not gonna lie, the scene kids had good music, you know, back in like between like 2005 and 2010. And now this new scene kid stuff is just like, it feels recycled.
It's also trash too.
I mean, I was trying to be nice about it, but damn.
I mean, let's just be real, you know? Honestly, like, let's take Sleeping with Sirens, for example. They were the shit back then. Oh my God, can I say a bad word?
And then, you know, Mitt Romney passed away, and now they're not as good.
Yeah.
I'm done. All right. No, wait, no, is that Sleeping with... No, that's Suicide Silence, my bad. I got my bands mixed up.
How dare you? You're not a real emo kid.
I was never an emo kid.
Really?
I was never an emo kid. In fact, I was like, the 1 year that we attended school together, that was my hype beast year. So, that was my FaZe Banks phase, basically.
Wow.
You know, snapbacks, I got my first tattoo, I got my license. I crashed. I totaled my first car. All the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, the complete package.
Joggers, Nike, Rocher runs, joggers, like wearing sweatpants everywhere, wearing Adidas jackets everywhere, even to nice restaurants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course, looking back, I kind of still do dress like that, but I'm a little more like, I replaced like the hypebeast shirts with anime shirts. So.
Yeah. Oh God, you're one of those. Everyone transitioned into anime, and I'm just sitting here like, all right.
No, but I do actually have some friends that are like hardcore anime nerds. Like,
oh, definitely. I work at Hot Topic. I'm still emo. I work at Hot Topic, but literally everyone shops there. Not band merch anymore. It's all about anime. That's all it is anime.
I mean, there's an FYE. Like, I don't know if they have FYE down in MIA, but there's like 10 up here.
Yeah, sadly, we don't have any of those.
We used to. I remember there was one off of Campbell Boulevard, and it closed down because no one wanted to go there.
I mean, it's all about the digital media, No one uses CDs or anything anymore, which sucks. Because CDs are awesome.
The last CD that I actually not bought, but someone gave it to me was Hoodie Allen's "People Keep Talking." My friend Nelson actually gave it to me for my birthday. I don't know if you listen to Hoodie Allen, but do recommend if you haven't.
Cool. I might have to check him out. I think I've heard a couple songs. Never really sunk in, I guess.
He went on tour with Fall Out Boy. And Wiz Khalifa, the Boys of Summer tour, he was their opener.
Maybe that's where I heard of him from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're into like, he's kind of like let me see, who's mainstream that I can compare him to? He's kind of like G-Eazy, Childish Gambino type of rap, Chance the Rapper type, Lil Yachty type, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you're in, he's not hype beast.
Yeah.
His fan base is filled with Megans and Ashleys, so. Yeah. Well, I did actually notice you in high school. It's kind of why I added you, cause like, hey, I seen her before. She seems pretty cool. I'll add her. I don't even know why you added me back. I'm fucking lame.
Stream, and I support people who do content on YouTube. That's my thing. Gotta be supportive of everyone.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone's trying to break out onto YouTube nowadays.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I kind of regret not doing it when I was younger, or maybe during high school. I could look back and like make those reaction videos of, oh my god, how to do scene hair and all this. That would have been awesome.
God. How to do scene hair. You could still do it. You could still do it.
I mean, I could, but I mean, I got kind of the hipster thing going on for me right now.
Oh, God. Is Panera your home?
Yes. Oh, my God, I love Panera.
I knew it.
I read my books there all the time.
Panera, Chipotle, Starbucks.
Yeah. Oh, my God. The best.
Definitely Starbucks.
Yeah.
So, I know you told me, your favorite YouTubers, but do you want to tell the two people in the stream who you like to watch, who your favorites, people that you absolutely despise? For instance, I'm sub to Rice Gum, but honestly, it's only to keep up with beef, and I don't know if you kept up, I don't know if you watched like Drama Alert or Scarce or anything, those news channels, but there's been, there's been a lot of controversy around FaZe Bank because of what happened he was at a bar in Cleveland and he got into it with some sort of like a bouncer. I don't know if you heard about it. He broke his finger or something, and then the business is like, hey man, like he's making most of it up. Like he was the one instigating the whole night, and then shouting out, hey, I can ruin you. You don't know who I am. I can ruin you, and it's just kind of like everywhere. So, is that the kind of content that you like?
The drama, the real tea.
The real tea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obsessed with Shane Dawson and Trish and Drew Monson. Who else? I love the whole gang. I love Ryland. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Garrett.
Oh my God, yes. You knew who I was talking about. That's
Teresa
amazing.
said it. Teresa said it in the background. You probably didn't hear it, but the stream picked it up. I don't know how I even heard it. So, yeah. I don't really watch any of. I watch Shane. I watch his conspiracy videos. It's really what got me into him. I don't really watch his vlogs or anything like that, or his challenges with his boyfriend or anything. I mean, nothing against him. It's just, it's not what I watch. No, I'm into creepy stuff like not Lance 210 creepy, because that stuff's fake, but like real like real creepy stuff.
Yeah.
I
think I'm really into conspiracy theories as well. So there's this girl on YouTube. Her name is Kendall Ray. She makes really good she's into criminal justice, and that's her whole career path. So she makes videos revolving around that, and I'm a huge sucker for Criminal Minds and Law and Order and all that. That's my jam. That's what I watch. So her channel is literally the best thing for me.
I actually never heard of her. I think I'll check her. I actually studied criminal justice my first year and a half of college. It was my major. It's really interesting if you ever, I don't know, if you ever go to I don't know if you're enrolled in a university or anything like that, but if you are, your next semester take a intro to criminal justice class. It's really interesting. Really changes your perspective on how you see the police force, because I know I always had this pre mindset growing up in Florida. I mean, the Florida cops are the worst human beings on the planet. But taking the classes, taking intro and taking criminology and taking juvenile delinquency and shit, it's I mean, they have a really tough job. I'm not even gonna lie. It's you have to have really thick skin to do it. So I kind of think that's why some controversial things happen, because sometimes your skin is too thick where you're able to take an innocent life. And I think it's not really the officer's fault. It's more of the training that they have to undergo to get that thick skin to be able to handle a situation like that. So that's why I'm always skeptical when there's a new hashtag justice for blank and blank, because first of all, I gather all the details before I assume that another innocent kid was shot. And then I take a look at the police department, the city that they're in, because some of these cities you gotta have thick skin, St. Louis, LA, Chicago, hell, even Baltimore, which is only 30 minutes away from me. You gotta have thick skin there. It's the murder capital of the US. It's really tough. But I'm not in the major anymore because I just lost interest in it. I lost interest in pursuing it as a career. But it is interesting. I do recommend. What was her name again? Kendall something? Kendall Jenner?
Kendall Ray. I believe it's R-A-E. Yeah.
Kendall Jenner Ray. Alright. I got you.
Oh, God. I think she's a little better than Kendall Jenner, but, whatever.
I don't follow the Kardashian Jenners. I just think I think what really did it for me is the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing. That kind of just did it for me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like they're trying a little too hard to be a little extra and relevant.
If I find out that Bruce Jenner changed his sex for views, I will be so mad.
Yeah. I mean, people, it's sad to think like this, but like people will go through those lengths to get views and to get, to gain anything.
Right, I know it's no comparison, but Jake Paul literally freaking annoys his neighbors for a living.
Yeah. I hate it.
Right.
I mean, hate is such a strong word, but he needs to sit down and just have some chill time.
Okay, but
to
like
himself.
if you had to live in one of the houses, would you live in the Team 10 house or would you live in the Clout Gang house? If you had to pick, there's no choice. You either live with Jake Paul or you live with Rice Gum.
Oh God.
I mean, weigh the pros and cons. I mean, Team 10, you have Jake, you have Chance and Anthony, you had Tessa.
Yeah.
But Clout Gang, you have FaZe Banks, you have Wolfie Raps, you have Young God, you have Rice Gum, you have Alyssa Violet.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Jake Paul. Only because Tessa is there, and Tessa, that's my girl. So,
All right, this remember the sole
like
consequence. You have to get pranked by Jake every morning.
No.
I mean, you could always take the third option, and that's living with Logan Paul's crew.
Oh Lord, that's not even relevant. That's not even.
Because you're irrelevant. The Gabby Show, another irrelevant YouTuber. Let me stop. No, I'm not trying to start beef with Gabby.
We're trying to drag these YouTubers.
I don't know if I told. I'm actually working on my own. I'm working on my own mixtape right now.
Is it gonna be a diss track?
Why is that everyone's first question?
Because it's the thing now. You either jump on the bandwagon or you don't.
There's a couple diss tracks on there, yeah. I won't even lie.
Can't wait.
Maybe like 5.5 out of 6 tracks maybe are diss tracks, but
The bandwagon is rolling.
The bandwagon. I mean, hey, you gotta. That's the YouTube game. You gotta jump on the bandwagon. You gotta be original while jumping on the bandwagon. Mm-hmm. But honestly,
you gotta get
I'm not trying to hype myself up.
And the checkered vans. You gotta do it all.
Bye, checkered vans. Not even this decade was that cool. That wasn't even cool this decade.
I mean, maybe I'm just stuck in the old times. Who knows?
You know who the people who wore checkered vans? They were the people that during lunch at RMEC, they took off their shoes and they sat in the grass area right there, right by the fence. That's where they were.
Oh my God. I never sat there.
Yeah, you did. Don't lie. You sat there once.
Once
I remember seeing you there once.
Maybe like once my senior year too. But like for a brief 5 minutes.
I think the only reason I really noticed you is because you had that bright ass damn hair back then.
Yes, that was my thing for 4 straight years.
You never changed your hairstyle once.
I mean, I had pretty much every color of the rainbow, but I always went back to red. So that was my primary color. Was red. I had purple. I had orange. I did red and green for Christmas.
That's corny. Merry Chrysler.
Yeah.
Merry Chrysler. Oh my God. So yeah. Is Hot Topic really as emo as everyone says it is?
Not Not
like
anymore.
working there? Do you have to like be emo to work there?
No. I am pretty much, me and my store manager are pretty much the only real OG emo kids. Like, he used to dress up as a vampire all the time. Like, that was his aesthetic. He still does it from time to time. He wears like red contacts just like on a Tuesday. It's great. But I mean, right now the demographic in our store especially is anime and pop figures and other collectibles. Yeah. I mean, we have Rick and Morty, Stranger Things.
Oh, I love Rick and Morty.
Nothing like, yeah, I do too.
You like?
I mean,
do you watch Stranger
I'm very
Things?
intelligent, but you know.
Do you watch Stranger Things?
Yes, I love Stranger Things. I think season 2 was way better than season 1, and anybody can come and fight me for it.
Nah, chill. I'm like 8 episodes into season 2, and I'm still missing season 1 low key. Will is just ruining the whole thing for me, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, he was just throwing himself a pity party every 5 minutes. It's annoying. Stop treating me like I'm not a freaking victim of freaking interdimensional kidnapping. like
Oh my god.
like you are, dude. Like damn.
I guess I kind of understand it. In some episodes, I was just like, grow up. Like, you just kind of got to deal with it and live with life. You know? Forget the flashbacks. But towards the ending, you sort of sympathize with them. You know? You're just there like, I'm crying with you.
If you like like nerdy stuff like that, I actually have a friend in Florida. Her name's Julie. She does these podcasts, and she just did one about Stranger Things. I'll send you her link. It's really interesting. She has like an interesting take on things for, you know, stuff I wouldn't even think about. But then again, she's one of those over analytic type of people, so it could all just be bullshit. But you know.
Oh my god. We're just dragging everyone.
Oh no, she's cool. She's cool. She's just like a huge fucking dork. Like I'm not even gonna lie. But
Great, so it's alright.
well I'm gonna end it here. My batteries are about to die for my controller, and I really don't want to just have a blank screen go on for the rest of the stream. So thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Maybe we could have you on again in the near future once you pick up your YouTube game and get a couple subs. You never did make your channel, did you?
No, I should. I need to.
Gotta get on that right now so I can get you a damn shout out.
Yes, I will. Right now.
Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely message you after this.
Cool. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye. Everyone say bye to M.
Bye.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in for the couple people that are in here. I'm going to get off and probably play some more Black Ops 2. So if you guys want to play with me, you can add me on Faplin 2 because Faplin 1's banned. You guys have a good one.